gonna be alright. All night, alright. It's with you. Why do you gotta? All night, alright. It's with slow. Give it up, gonna be alright. All night, alright. It's with you.
Christ alive, you guys. I'm late by like a minute, 2 minutes, and all of a sudden it's the end of the world. The reason why I'm late, I don't know what it is about this room, right? But it's probably in part the fact that I've got translucent blinds. But every single time I set up my lighting, it is different. And I'm looking at my screen, and I don't like the lighting. I look kind of pale and washed out. I might try and fix... I think I might know what's causing it, actually. I think I might give you some chair, content immediately. Why does it look smoky? That's the thing. Why? Why does it look smoky? I don't know the answer. You know what? Chair content. Briefly. Basically, what I do, yeah, I've got these blinds, right? They're kind of see-through, though. And so I put up this, blanket over the top of the blinds to block out the light. But I don't think it's blocking out all the light. So right off the bat, chair. Bang. You might still be able to hear me from here, actually. There we go. That's brighter. Is that better? Hang on. No, I think that's worse. Yeah. Okay. This is the content you guys are here for. 100%. Oh, you can hear me. I can see it on my OBS. I feel like it's the same. Yeah, still the same. Oh well, it's because it's during the day and it's bright outside. And that's annoying. But we're gonna live with it. Hello. My bad. Jesus, what a start. We are here for Papua New Guinea versus the Cook Islands. This is, I'm very excited anytime Papua New Guinea play because it's always huge. The support on it is always absolutely massive, and getting to see everyone there at Santos International Stadium is just so cool, right? But we also get to see the Cook Islands play today. They've got a slightly shuffled up side, and that's why I wanted to leave a lot more time to start with, because we're going to go through the teams. Must be the smoke league. I did actually I have been cooking, but I don't think that it is actually smoke. Anyway, whatever. Variety is the spice of life. I can make myself more... Oh, yes, orange Leaguie. That's exactly what I want. Maybe like that. It's a bit more normal. Nah, it's not really. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. So, it's the last time we're going to get to see the Cook Islands, I think. These Pacific Championships. I don't expect that they'll win today necessarily. But it's cool to see them, play the field aside. They've just had a brilliant win with the women's after beating Papua New Guinea in the women's earlier. So they've got 2 out of 2, which is great for a nation of that size, considering their men's team often struggle to win games. But here we are. EB says, have you heard Suncorp is nearly sold out tomorrow? I would hope so, to be fair. I would hope so. So, Lendog says, will you watch the ODI at the Rugby League halftime Australia and India is on? I suppose I can. Smoky Leaguie, man. Smoky Leaguie. I think it's better like that. It is better like that. I'm an ideas man, and I'm having ideas with my lighting. Let's go through the teams. Let's cut to le chase, as they say in France. Which is a direct translation, by the way. That's actually what they say, le chase. Your French teacher might tell you something different. Your French teacher is wrong. Okay. Can I fit it in? Yeah, that's good enough. So, Asamioka starts at fullback. He was named on the wing. He played wing last week, but he was their fullback in last year's Pacific Championships, and I remember being particularly impressed with him there. So, I'm excited to see him play there today. Robert Darby plays there in jersey number 2. I'll turn chat off just for a second so that you guys can actually see these two teams. Leibut into the centers, exciting. I don't think we got to see him play last week. So that's a big in for them. As well as Alex Johnston. Of course, they didn't play last week. That's why we didn't get to see him. It's Papua New Guinea's first game. I'm just clocking that naturally. So Leibbart is in. We didn't get to see him in the Prime Minister's team is what I meant to say. Alex Johnston as well. I'm amazed that he's not named at fullback, to be fair. Maria gets the nod at fullback. He's a player I've heard of, age 24 years old. So still got a lot of potential ahead of him. But AJ, you know, is sort of internationally renowned. Lachlan Lamb in at halfback. Exciting player. I kind of think that he'll be a big part of the Papua New Guinea franchise when it comes to the NRL, the Chiefs. So it's exciting to see him there. Edwin Apape, danger man, excitement machine for the Lee Leopards in the Super League. Ruan Atikara, I just like saying that name, so that's why I've put that in there. Horn starts at lock after being the hooker. He's a Castle for Tigers player. Mason Teague is lock as well after being hooker in the PM's game. So interesting. Winky on the bench, Bai on the bench. Those are two exciting guys to look out for as well. Sylvester Namer, who I think is a Castle for Tiger. Anyway, they're doing the anthems, so I'm going to shut up. Quickly to answer Mitchell's question, I will be streaming Australia versus England tonight. My sleep schedule is screwed. Okay, there were a lot of questions that came during that anthem, and I would have loved to have answered all of them. Obviously, I was just showing my respect that I could. Tiger Walker asked, he said, like, did you watch the video I did with the Ollies? It only just came up on my recommended, but you called it the 2025 NRL Rewind. That's my thing. I can't believe you took my name. What am I going to call my one now? Shocking. Anyway. That's all right. In the fullness of time, I'll find it in my heart to forgive you. I want to say thank you to... We got another couple of Twitch follows earlier today. Sari2025, thank you. And AK47AWM, thank you. If you guys want to know if I'm showing the game, I am not. Normally, that's why people follow on Twitch. I will also pay my respects and be a bit quiet during these dances. Enjoy them. They are the best part of International Rugby League. And yes, Smart Guy, I have reloaded it, so... it's all good. Okay, and that is the reason why when the Cook Islands score tries today, you're going to hear this. I want to answer Chico. He said, holy fall off and blurry. Did your camera downgrade? One, no, it's actually a massive upgrade, the camera that I'm using now. Normally I use this little old mobile phone, right, that I got when I was in year 9. What I'm using right now is a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It's outstanding. It's just the lighting today is not good. Chico, I do want to say, dude, sometimes if you don't have a positive thing to say, it doesn't need to be said. That's what I will say. Anyway. It is great to be here. Cumbria Mackham says Kumuls win by 24. I think that's not entirely unrealistic. I think the Kumuls are a little bit better than Fiji. And while the Cook Islands actually... So they won the last 60 minutes of the game last week, which was amazing. It was, in the end, a quite comprehensive loss. So that wouldn't shock me all too much. Tiger says, what are you going to play when PNG score? This. So yeah, got sound effects for everyone. Yeah, that's all good, Chico, that's all good. Lendog says this is a cool looking stadium. Well, this is just Santos International Stadium. I am actually, now that it's occurred to me, I am stunned that there are seats in the house. What the hell? Is this not Santos International Stadium? Yeah, it is. How is this place not packed out? What? Ricky Valholmes is a Cook Islander and has played for them, but he's out injured. Like, genuinely out injured. What the hell? For the Prime Minister's game, this place was, like, rocking. I'm amazed that this isn't a sellout. That's actually kind of a scary indictment, I would say. I don't know how I feel odd about that. I actually feel really, really odd about that. Anyway, Lorenzo, yeah, there are sounds for the regular season. We had them towards the back end of last year, little bits of the songs. We'll get the timer running as soon as it kicks off. On my screen, I will let you know, and you'll be able to sync up with me. Lane Doc says, why is Flanagan commentating? He's terrible. There's the kickoff. He was head coach of the Kumuls, I believe, just recently. So that would be why. Hang on. Jake Duke is commentating. What? Congratulations to my man, Jake Duke. But... this is new to me. Okay, well, I was thought, you know what, I could be a Jake Duke. So maybe that's my path in. Anyway, Papua New Guinea have capitalized here off an early error by the Cook Islands. They are straight into it. And look at the crowd. They're so happy to be up on the screen. That's so sick. Very, very cool. I agree that Jake Duke is a gun. I like Jake Duke a lot. I just didn't ever, picture him as a play-by-play commentator. But that's cool to see. That's very cool to see. So, yeah. We've got here, Ipape's with the ball in his hands, now out to Lamb. So a fair bit of sort of Super League combination already here. They're spread out to the side, and Johnson had an opportunity there to score. Here's another guy who could be very involved with the Chiefs when they come along. Tiger says Johnson on the right feels wrong. I mean, they got to do what they got to do. They got to get their best players on the field. Fundamentally, that is the priority. Horn up through the middle now. Am I the only one that's like really actually a little bit weirded out by the fact that there's not that many people there? Laybutt goes on the line himself. They held him up very well and over the sideline. That's brilliant defense from the Cook Islands. Jeez, where Papua New Guinea looked like they were going to score for sure. They were going side to side, really, really threatening on both ends of the field. That was great. And then, yeah, it was a sort of a 2-on-1 situation. Ioka's the man who came across in the headgear, number 5. Seriously, watch out for him. I don't know who he's signed with, but he's only 22 years old. And he's a proper gun. We see this at the back end of the season where we get a lot of these international games that show young players. And he's one of these guys that just sort of randomly pops up. So, what are your thoughts on the new Peasant deal, signing with 2 teams? It's weird. I've never seen something like that before. I don't understand why Para really want him if it's not for depth. Dean Hawkins, their backup halfback, did go to the London Broncos, which is a great signing for them. Huge signing for them. So I think if it's for depth, that makes sense. I think if it's to play 5/8, that doesn't make sense. But then if you're Peasant, I don't know why you wouldn't necessarily go to Parramatta to be back up when you could stay at Melbourne and be back up. So Dean says, thoughts on there being no famous cooks from Cook Island? I mean, Do we know that? Do we know that for sure? Tiger says it's probably because the Kumuls Stadium holds more than the population of the Cook Islands. That's true. But admittedly, like, given that it's Papua New Guinea's national sport, I'm surprised that all of their international games aren't just completely sold out. Penalty there for Papua New Guinea. I'm doing the little animation thing. Hang on. Bang. So, yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't want to harp on it, but it's just odd to me. It's very odd to me. Is that Votto in at 5'8", the Jerome Luai lookalike? I think it is. Lorenzo, that's not really a thing to say. He wasn't, as far as I'm aware, his contract just ran out at Melbourne. He's not a trader at all. Camrium says, I personally like to see more PNG Hunters players like Alex Max, Robert Matthias, and Murray Connors in this Kumuls side. Matthias, I think, played for the PM's team. But yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, they've gone in a bit of a direction with the likes of, say, Jack DeBellin, the likes of, say, Johnston, the likes of, say, Laybut, even Lamb, excuse me, where they are going a bit more of a heritage path. And you'll hear in my next main channel video, which I don't know when it's coming out because it's been a while, but I interviewed the Ukrainian national team coach, and he talks about the importance of balancing the heritage players with the domestic players. So they want to find a balance there. They want to find a balance. Tiger says, to be fair, I don't think every soccer game in England is packed out. I think every England game, every like time England play, it's a sellout. So... on the 4th, oh, 6 more. Okay, so the Cook Islands here have a brilliant opportunity. Makatoa running it up. So this is the best opportunity so far. I mean, it's very much the early stages of the game, but 6 more Cook Islands are the beneficiaries. Across here to find, is that Brendan Piakura? No, it's not. It's Pedersen Rabati. Lendog says, I need a new main channel video. I'm so bored because I can't do sport at the moment because I'm concussed. Speaking of sports, Rowan Natikawa, straight out of dummy half. Bang, my favorite name to pronounce. And they're on the board to start. The Cook Islands. Jesus, that's come out of nowhere. Just one moment. It's bang my knee coming back in. 4-0. Look, I thought that this could be like Papua New Guinea in domination. Still could be. We've had literally no time gone. Why is the clock saying 1 minute 06? That is not the correct time. I'm trying to fix it. Sorry. I'll try and get that working again. Where's the soundboard? Oh, yeah, true. Good point. Bang. Thank you for reminding me, Tiger. I'm out of practice, you see. I'm out of practice. 4-0. So, the Cook Islands are, like, sort of the perennial punching bag, I would say, of Pacific Rugby League. There we go. Now the time is working again. I'd love to see them get a win. To be fair, I don't know if I'd like to see it happen at the expense of Papua New Guinea. But, yeah, anyway. What did you bang your knee on? Your bed? What foot? Not my bed. Not my bed. I'm not telling you specifically. Hello, Hunter. So, Esomioka will take the kick. He's the one that I've said focus on in this game. Very, very good player. And this is a gimme from right in front. Oh, to be fair, he didn't strike that well at all. But it's enough. They all count for the same. And that's 6-0 right early on. So, what a start if you're a Cook Islander. What a start. Up the Cook, says Tiger Walker. It's cool to see Natikawa scoring. He's a guy who I said, like before, always pops up at the back end of the season and then will just go missing for the rest of the year. In terms of, like, the limelight and everything. So it's nice to see him doing well. Landog says he banged it on one of the bodies mounting up on his floor. I assure you, no bodies. Maybe bottles of Pepsi Max, but no bodies. No bodies. Oh, that kick is, it was almost beelining for the sideline there. But it stays in the field of play. Kettle says the entire 2,000 people in the Cook Islands celebrating. Hey, it's like 10,000. But yeah, no, very, very fair. Very fair. That's great defense there from Papua New Guinea, forcing them back in their own end. So it's tough here for the Cook Islands to come out of trouble. There was something else I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, the news today about global round 1 or whatever it is. I mean, it's not confirmed whatsoever. These are literally just talks that are being held. But I want to know what you guys think about it. Let's get some discussion going. Because there's rightly opinions on both sides about whether it's good or whether it's bad. So, kind of curious. Innocent says, go Kumuls. Go Kumuls. I have to agree. So, kick here on the last. Right up in the air, and underneath it is Morea. Who does he play for? Someone earlier said Morea squared, and I love calling him that. Did I call him that last year? I have a feeling I called him that last year. Kato says, great idea. Volandi's finally made a good decision. Led Dog says, I'm so excited for it. Well, I mean, it's not confirmed or anything. So Morea plays for the Capras, and now another penalty. So Cook Islands, although they're on top on the scoreboard, they're giving away penalties while Papua New Guinea coming out of their own end here. Matt Galaxy says, what's up with your camera? I hoped it wouldn't be so obvious. I don't know. I don't know what's up with my camera. It's the same camera. There is nothing different. All my setup is the same. I don't get it. I might try and just like reset it. I might try. Matt Galaxy has resubscribed for 3 months. Thank you, Matt Galaxy. Even though the camera is not having a fun day right now, I'll try and sort of reset it here. You can still get my commentary. Now you can see that there's actually that design goes all the way behind me. Crazy, I know. So Reece Martin with the ball in his hands here. He's a bit of a cult hero in my opinion. Even from back in his NRL days with the Canterbury Bulldogs. Bit of a legend in my books. I'm giving the lens a big old wipe here. Okay. I will fix this. I promise. International Rugby League means too much to me to be operating on a subpar camera. Oh, I think this looks better. Oh, hang on. Okay, wait. Let me set it up. I think this looks better. I think we've improved. Bear with me here. Oh yeah, nah, this is peak. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so back. Yes, I fixed it. I am a technological genius. Absolute certified, like, honest, like technician, bro. I'm on top of it. Okay. God, it's so nice to actually be able to see me look normal in my OBS. Anyway, cool. I don't think this looks different. I think this looks normal. You're lying to me, Matt Galaxy. It's all mind games, brother. It's all mind games. I think this looks pretty good. Anyway, yeah, it will always look a little bit different because it's light outside, and I can't block it out entirely. So with 10 minutes gone, more than 10 minutes gone here on my screen, to see Cook Islands winning 6-0, brilliant start for them. Rennie with the ball in his hands. Ruben Rennie, one of the great international names as far as I'm concerned. I think it's such a good name. Tiger says, Leaguie, do you think Walsh kicked it from 60 meters out? Do I think he kicked it from 60 meters out? What do you mean? EB, it is a great start for the Cookies. It's a brilliant start for them. Oh, ball's come free here. Isan Masters is with it. Gets an offload away to Makatoa. He's still away here. Won't get an offload, but I'm not sure exactly where they are because of the camera angle, but they're only 12 meters out here. Cook Islands with a whole fresh set ahead of them. 6 more. Jared Sutton gives the 6 more away there. So, Cook Islands, fresh set on Papua New Guinea's line. Pierre Kura, will he get an offload away? He will get an offload away. Ball in the hands of Mason Teague. Now Makatoa. In the hands of Masters. Puts, I think it's... I can't tell which back row it is, but puts his back rower through a bit of a hole. Nothing doing there. They're looking so good. Natikara out of dummy half. They're celebrating his over, but I believe he's held up. I believe he is held up. Damn. Okay. George says, on Thursday, I watch ODI series game 2. I'm not really across what's going on with that all right now, to be honest. But, I believe Australia are doing okay. I know we won at least one of them. I think we won game 1. Okay, anyway. Cook Islands on the march here. Teague now running it back towards the middle here. Gets away from one, and the ball just comes free. That's a very, very poor error from one of their rare NRL established players, and the PNG Kumuls get away with one there. Dean says, I'm watching this between a cemetery and a cult building. I know Scientology just purchased a bunch of buildings here in Canberra. So, are you in Canberra? Perchance? Lendog says, Dragons just seem like that club that should play in Rome. Bulldogs to Dubai for the large Middle East fan base. Oh, wow. Sorry, I got to talk about this. Darby is straight through. One-on-one with the Ochre at fullback. Gets away from him. Robert Darby's gone the length of the field here. Goodbye. Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea. It's been a rough start. They're on the board. Bang. All right, so, I mean, it looked for all money, in my opinion, like Cook Islands were going to score. They were on the march. They had hella momentum. But then, rugby league, I always say, it's about moments and it's about momentum. And it just flipped. It flipped completely. Chico says, I thought Isan Masters retired. I believe is he still playing in the Super League? I mean, with Cook Islands, the player pool to pick from is not huge. Yeah, he plays for the Salford Red Devils. Yeah. He's only 29 years old. He's not old. I remember a time not so long ago where he was genuinely considered one of the best up-and-coming talents in at centre. But Robert Darby, it's like I said, with a lot of these games, once you get the quality of an NRL player, it could just torch everyone else. And there it was, straight through. Cowboys fans will love seeing that. Do you think he fits in with the Cowboys back five next year? I mean, you obviously have Talangi on one wing. I think in the centres, you got to have Purdue, Vailea, Labour. It's a combination of those. Braden Burns, does he get on the other wing instead of Rob Darby? There's a lot of options there. A lot of options. The RS show on YouTube says, hey, Leaguie, if you were offered an England win, but you have to wear a South jersey on stream, would you take it? Yes. No question. Absolutely zero question. I've already worn a South jersey in a YouTube video, and I will sacrifice my morals and dignity for the good of rugby league. Reece Martin from in front, bang, 6 points to nil. Sorry, 6 points all. 6 points all. So, good start to this game. Very competitive. NRL.com is not having the best time. It still says 6 points to 4. Now it says 6 points to 6. Good job. Good job. Cato says a lot of average options for the Cowboys. I don't think that's entirely untrue, to be fair. But they're guys that have potential to, jump out of the ground. A guy like Vailea, I'm waiting for him to just explode. Absolutely explode. Lorenzo says, if Paps or Munster leave Melbourne, can I crash out to the point where I get banned? If you like, I'd be happy to oblige, but I don't really want to ban you. Not want to ban you. All right, so kickoff there for Cook Islands. Ball bouncing away. Johnson gets it and passes back inside to, I think that's Sylvester Nemo. And number 8. No, it's not, sorry. My bad. It's Epel Capinas. Nemo's coming off the bench. Lorenzo says, please England win. Let's see Legman in the South jersey. I did not say that is something that I will do. I said I would do it if I was guaranteed an England win. I am not wearing a South jersey if England win. That's not the condition or whatsoever. Tiger says, should I pray to my Tigers background every night? I mean, do what you want to do, bro. Do what you want to do. So on the third here, we've had 14 and a half minutes gone so far in this game. Pape out of dummy half. How old is he now? He is only 26, so he's still potentially got an NRL contract ahead of him. I'd love to see him be hooker for the Chiefs. I would love to see that. So ball bounces there. Paul Allberger's got it. The shiniest man on the field, the pool cue. We'll play it there just shy of the 20. So is Demetrio the coach of the Kumuls? I had a feeling that he was, but I thought he might not still be given his role at the London Broncos. PNG Kumuls coach. I'm still gassed at the number of signings they've made. Yeah, okay, it is Demetrio. I thought so. They've signed Havili, they've signed Campbell Gillard, they've signed Hawkins. Sick. Anyway. George says, I could watch the Ashes Rugby League at midnight. Well, I will be. I certainly will be. All right, so Teague out the back to find Masters. Oh, nice little short hands ball playing there. Keep it going through very, very quickly. It's Ruben Porter, the man that I keep thinking is Brendan Piakura, the other back rower. Lendog says Raiders to Cape Town, both capital cities, Broncos to Mexico, Gold Coast to Rio, both coastal, Cowboys to Port Moresby, and if they did any more games, maybe South to Paris? Why South to Paris? Surely Roosters. We're literally red, white, and blue. Same emblem as the French national team. And Trent Robinson speaks French. It makes so much sense. So much sense. But you have to have two lots of teams. I don't think the cities they're talking about are London, Dubai, Hong Kong, Vegas, Miami. I would give anything for Amsterdam. I would genuinely give like almost anything. God, I'd be there with bells on. Ipape through the middle now. He's got away from one. Gets it offload away now to Liam Horn, who's beelining for the corner. Ioka gets him. Ioka wraps up the lock/hook. A good job there from the 22-year-old. But there's still 2 tackles left here. Ipape. They're spreading across to the right. Kick in behind. Trying to find... what's his name? Kapinas. And the front rower scores. Papua New Guinea. I feel bad I didn't remember his name initially. Damn, I'm off my game, boys. I'm off my game. It's been a chaotic start to this stream. But it's 10 points to 6 for Papua New Guinea. Bang. It was a bold choice to kick on the 4th when they had a lot of momentum going. But I did say Edwin Ipape is an absolute freaking legend of a player. Does very well in the Super League and is a cult hero for Papua New Guinea. I'd love to see him play for the Chiefs. And there he is, kicking behind to find his front rower, Epil Kapinas. I wonder if he's scored at the international level before. You know, big boy season getting tries. It's not particularly common. He doesn't even have a page. Epil Kapinas doesn't even have a page on NRL.com. That's crazy. That is crazy. Matt Galaxy says excited for Bateman to make his fullback debut. It's amazing how many people think that that's actually the way that it's going to happen. That's very, very funny to me. Anyway. Kapina. Go. It's Kapinias. It's not Kapinas. It's Kapinias. My bad. Dean says, did you ever have game? Like game? I would say so. Once upon a time. Are we still reviewing this try? I think we are. I don't think I've seen confirmed yet. He's at the ground here. Come on. It's big boy season. Give it to him. No, he's knocked that on. I disagree, actually. It's not big boy season. Put the emblems away. It's not big boy season. Knock on. Yeah, send, I don't know, Tigers, they're orange, send them to Amsterdam. Hull KR already played a preseason game there. It's the logical progression, bro. It's a logical progression. Got something stuck in my teeth. I ate 2 kangaroo sandwiches before coming on stream. Greatest meat you'll ever have. It's so nice. So nice. But, does get stuck in the old teeth. Lendog says, and they have Tigers playing Rugby Club Octopus. Hopefully the ref traveling to that gets delayed and Hans has to come in and ref the game. Holy peak. That's the kind of thing I used to dream about when I was a kid. Is there a referee in the crowd? But no, I don't think Rugby Club Octopus will be where they play then. I don't think they will play in the Netherlands, to be abundantly clear. But that would be the coolest thing ever. Ever. I would take out a loan to go and travel over there. So, Lendo says, kangaroo, come again? Yeah, kangaroo. You can buy it at the supermarkets. It's like beef, but so much nicer. So much nicer. The RS show, as Cook Islands get a penalty, says, hey, Leaguie, have you heard the news? You've been selected to play against England tonight along with Coco. Yo! But Coco's not Australian, bro. She's Dutch. She's a little Dutch dog. So I don't think she's eligible, but I'm certainly eligible. And given my stats in the Sport Shed charity match earlier this year, 0 runs, 0 tackles completed, I think that I deserve the spot. Speaking of Sports Shed, they messaged me the other day after the appearance on the Bloke podcast, asking if I want to play again next year. They said they're still very much in the early stages of prepping it and everything, but looks like I'll be back. Looks like I will be back. Lenduk says, I do not eat mutated bunnies. I'm sorry, you can't convince me. You're missing out, brother. Teague, out to Masters, now back underneath. It's a rampaging Ruben Rennie. Gets away from 1, gets away from 2. What an International Rugby League try. What an International Rugby League try that is. Ruben Rennie. And as we thought it was Papua New Guinea, we're going to take the lead in this one. Cook Islands got the other end off the back end of a penalty, and that is a beautiful centers try. Tackle busty Ruben Rennie, my man. Big up. Jesus, the man is so good. He's got 4 N's in his name. The double N on the back end of Ruben, the 30-year-old. That's insane. That's insane. Let's go. Cook Islands, hell yeah. I'll play it again. I will play it again. Bang. Okay. You know what? I'm here for the upset. I'm absolutely here for the upset. It was Teague out to Masters. Beautiful ball playing. Just found Rennie underneath into a hole. Got away for 2 there. And then just absolutely skinned the fullback Morea. Easy as you like. They are cooking up a storm. Bro, let them cook. Let the islands cook. That's what I've said all along. That's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying now. Exposing Leaguie hater says I want Cook Islands to win. International Rugby League, boys. It brings up some brilliant things. Brilliant things. Lane Dog, half past midnight. I'm going to start streaming at midnight, though. We'll do like a bit of chat beforehand. Oh, yeah, there's Jimmy Cho in the background. Collab with the mates when? Are they Sydney-based? Where are they from? Because that's going to have a massive impact on things, for sure. But I've never been in touch with them about any of it, so. All right, Ioka. So this is a tougher kick than his first one. His first one, he did not strike well at all. Let's see what he can do. Hits it. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like the first... Oh, no, not a try. That is absolutely the wrong animation for me to have played there. I'm going to wait till it's done and I'll play goal. There we go. Beautiful. I was going to say it's like the first starry sky I've ever seen. It's the most beautiful thing you can imagine. Esamioka. Tough kick. Kato says, I'm pretty sure they're Brisbane-based. I thought... I just kind of assumed. I don't know why. I assumed that they were Queenslanders. But I don't know. Exposing League Hater says you're going to stream Netherlands game as it is after Ashes. I've been able... not been able to find a stream for it. But no, I don't think so. That was... What? Yeah, Talia says, what a kickoff. I didn't actually see it. I was reading chat. But I can see that it's a penalty Cook Islands from the middle of the field. Was it just way out on the full? I think it was out on the full. So Cook Islands well and truly on top here. I mean, I assume that maybe not many Papua New Guineans showed up, you know, relative to what I would expect, because Cook Islands are like, you know, a little bit, how you going? A little bit irrelevant to some level, compared to the others. And I thought it was a bit of a sign of a disrespect, to be honest. But Cook Islands are currently giving them a show. Bit of a show. Exposing League Hater says I'll send Discord link to a Netherlands stream. I would love to, but I still can't commit to that. I think I'm gonna be so tired. And like, what? That's gonna be like 3 in the morning. Like, who's gonna watch that? So T, great run there on the third. Cook Islands are looking great again. Porter with the ball, going for the line. Is tackled there by Jerome Luai, looking like Gyro Votto. On the fourth, they've still got 2 left here. They're letting the ball sing here, the Cook Islands. They're looking so good. Considering this is a side with no David Mawali, with no Valentine Holmes. Joseph Manu, technically, Cook Islands eligible. I know he plays Union now. On the last they just go a crash play and it doesn't work out there. Doesn't work out. 2, actually? I mean, 2 to 4? That's a big ask. It's a big ask. Maybe we'll see how many people are watching the Ashes one, and we'll see if there's any appetite for it. RS Show says, I saw a really interesting comment of this lifelong Kiwi saying they just can't root for England tonight because Piers Morgan would go on about how we beat them in a game we've barely heard of. He would. He would. I mean, I think that's a massive disrespect to rugby league in the UK if Piers Morgan were to say that. But why would one man change your opinion on who you want to win? I've experienced this at the NRL Grand Final. For those of you who watched the matchday vlog, it was a very good video in my opinion. I had the Raging Mohawk behind me, and I wanted Brisbane to win that game, and there were times where I was questioning, I want this dude to be quiet. I want to see him, you know, like, shut up. But it didn't change my opinion. I think that's the way we got to go. There's bigger things. Rugby league's bigger than Piers Morgan. It's got to be. It's got to be. Nangdog says Leaguie would be a great media personality. Not too sure about his acting skills. What's wrong with my acting skills, bro? I was the lead of my Year 6 play. I played Stanley Yelnats in holes. I smashed it, bro. I even did like a rap little verse. It was sick. I was so good. You ain't never seen me out. I'm not taking these slights on my ability to act. Disgraceful. So disgraceful. Mac Alexi says, best bit when Roosters lost the NRLW. Matt, I'm not a violent man, generally speaking. I say choose love, not war. I don't know if you've watched my Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough. I'm always about diplomacy. But that angers me deeply. Very, very deeply. I think on principle, I need to play this. That's for you specifically, Matt Galaxy. I am forgetting that. Anyway. On the third now. So, Cook Islands ball comes free. And that's a tackle without the ball there. The number 18 for the Cook Islands. Here we go. Delahia Wigmore. That's my attempt at that. It was a little bit of a tackle without the ball on Maria, but anyway. Lorenzo says, no, you ain't, Dylan. You shot 10 people last night. 10 is conservative, but hey, it was 10 necessary deaths. 10 morally justified deaths. 10 deaths that if they had not died, my life would have been slightly less convenient. So, that's worthwhile, in my opinion. So, is what it is. Why did you threaten violence, man? I didn't threaten violence. Not at all. You take whatever meaning you want from that, but I didn't say nothing. Nothing at all. Maria squared. That's it, boy. That's it. Okay, so the timer had a little reset just then. I'd love to see Cook Islands ahead at halftime. That'd be so good for the second half of this game. Votto with the ball in his hands. Finds underneath the man in the green headgear, who is my spirit animal, because that's exactly what I played in the Sport Shed game. Lamb. Oh, that's beautiful play. That's beautiful play, Lachlan Lamb. He is too good. Former Rooster, by the way, just wanted to put that one out there. Roosters Junior, local junior, Clovelly Crocodile, actually. But he's been tearing it up in the Super League for the Lee Leopards. He has to. He has to be part of Papua New Guinea Chiefs. He has to, man. It's not negotiable. So good. Kato says, what's the Sport Shed game? It's a charity match, annually takes place, mostly among rugby league content creators, but has other Australian sports content creators. Yeah, we play rugby league. I played in my first one earlier this year. It was the first game of rugby league I've ever played. It was a lot of fun. Very painful, but a lot of fun. So, yeah. Matt Galaxy says, heard a rumor he signed for South Sydney. Lachlan Lamb? Nah, bro. Nah. He wouldn't do that to me. Not a chance. Not on my Pookie Bear. And Lachlan Lamb is, like, arguably one of the pookiest of bears as well. So, for you to insinuate that he'd do that, I thought we were friends, Matt. You think you know a guy, and then he starts pulling things like this. What the hell? Charlie Kirk speech? Was it? I didn't really listen to any of Charlie Kirk. I mean, I've watched a few videos, but, like, it was not my cup of tea, so I wouldn't really know. Richard says, love the Papua New Guinea sound. So do I, brother. So do I. Or sister. Actually, I don't know. I just assume. That's wrong of me to do, so my bad, homie. My bad. Martin with a kick to level us up with 12.5 minutes left to go inside this first half. Bang. The Leeds Rhino slots it over, and it's 12 points apiece. Nice. This is turning into a brilliant rugby league test match. It's turning into a very good rugby league test match. RS Show says, hearing Leaguie say pookiest of bears was not on my bingo card, then sir, you need to watch more of my content. Especially my streams, brother. Especially my streams. Because I use the phrase Pookie and Pookie Bear quite a lot. So, yeah. Anyway. Matt Galaxy says, hey, you're a Twitch streamer, suffer only by consequence. I'm a YouTuber, okay? I stream on Twitch because there's no additional effort. And that is the sole reason. There is no other benefit at all. So, now, I'm going to be taking notes throughout this game just in case I go on bloke again on Monday, but I actually don't completely know yet. Dan hasn't got back to me. So I might be going up to Sydney tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. I'm glad that I can actually say that this time, by the way. But anyway. Matt says, bro, legit, you don't need to do anything to get bullied on Twitch. Oh, that is true. That is abundantly true. For sure. Oh, we've got a player down here. Ruanati Kaura. Yeah, this match has to be stopped. At least for the time being. He's copped one in the face here. I'll just make some notes in the meantime. Lendo says, Leaguie, do you stream on YouTube? He leaves that comment on YouTube. Outstanding. Brilliant. Matt says, in the rugby league community, all you need to do is defend Big Ant Studios. I can't believe that you would defend Big Ant Studios there, Matt. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Tiger's quoting my grand final vlog. That's also super duper not how the law works, Pookie Man. Your attempt to threaten me was adorable. Bro, that was a line and a half. I improvised that as well. I script all of my content, but that line was improvised. And I was like, that has to stay in. That has to stay in. So it looks like Rua is coming off the field here. Yeah, his shoulder is injured. We don't have an animation for an injured player, which is good. I think his day is over. I'm going to add in what a try assist from Lamb. PNG Chief. Okay, cool. Cool. Rex says, I laughed my head off. It was so unexpected. Again, people have this notion of me. I don't know if it's like because the videos that I've done that are like big are often the more serious ones. I have a reputation of being like a more serious, creator or whatever. But like, I don't know. I'm just me, innit? Voto is through here. He's done well to hold the ball. Is it potentially cease again? No, knock on Papua New Guinea. Knock on. Matt Galaxy says, speaking of RL26, there was a few of us that voiced some serious concerns of the game the other day towards Big Ant, and we did it in a respectful tone, and then people decided to jump on and just hate on them. That is a shame. That is a shame. I mean, obviously, Matt, me and you have discussed this a lot, and there's divisive opinions, say, on Ross, but my personal take on it, although I've played literally, I think, half of a game since I ended Teddy time, which was like, months ago by this point, I wanted to see improvement, and I believe that there would be improvement a lot quicker than there has been. So, yeah. Lendog says, hang on, wait, I've got to commentate on this, because a big shot for Sylvester Namo has seen this ball come free here, and with 10 minutes 40 to go in the first half, PNG have a great chance. I'll quickly answer this one. Lendog said, Leaguie, did you ever think when you started YouTube last year you'd potentially go and block in a bar twice? No, not at all. I don't know if I've stressed this enough, how much I'm a fan of that show, of that podcast. I've listened to it for 5 years, religiously. A lot of people were like, wow, you fit in so well. It's because I've listened to so much of it. Lamb gets an offload there to Alex Johnson there. He was going for the corner. Doesn't quite get there. Pape's now crabbing across field. On the second, he feints to kick it. He instead runs himself and did need to be tackled there from behind by Cassius Cowley. But there's a penalty for the Cook Islands for obstruction. Wow. Yeah, to quickly finish that point. A dream come true. Like, I had this notion when I would listen to it long before I was the Leaguie, years before I was the Leaguie, that one day, somehow, I'll go on it. And then even as I started as the Leaguie, I was like, maybe one day, Guru will be, on holiday, or he might, move on to his own thing, and outgrow the podcast potentially, and I can come in and fill in. But I thought it would be years and years away. And to get the opportunity that I did, as early as I did, in my career, is insane. I want to say thank you to Kaba Lobe. I'll just put that back on screen. Thank you for following. There are so many other creators who deserved that opportunity. And for me to have got it, it was incredibly lucky. Incredibly lucky. So I'm remarkably humbled by it. Knock on that again by Cook Islands. So it's been a rinse and repeat from the last set that they had coming out of their own end. PNG get it. They're 30 out on the zero tackle, but DeBellin's being forced back with the new Parramatta Eel. Does get an offload away there eventually, and it is considered to be play on. Interesting. I thought that might have been called held. Regardless, Cooper By, the man in the green headgear, takes the run up to the 20 now. And they get 6 more. So Papua New Guinea with a great chance here. A brilliant chance. One of the better ones so far in this game. Martin is scheming out there to the right-hand side. Looks like a Papua will go to the left, though. He does. Gives it to Lachlan Lamb. Cut out pass to the back there of Morea. Out to the wing. Derby's over. Cut out pass from Morea. Try time Papua New Guinea, and they do take the lead. Papua New Guinea for the first time in this game. 16 points to 12. It was easy passing out to Lachlan Lamb, went out to Morea. That was a cutout in itself. Then a second cutout from him to the fullback, and they just had him stripped for numbers. Allberg couldn't get across, and it's the young North Queensland Cowboy who made it happen. Alex said, how did the bloke appearance even happen, Leaguie? I have like 1,000 questions. Ask him away, honestly. Like, it's not that interesting a story, though. Like, he literally just, about a month ago, Denon messaged me and was like, Timmy and Guru are going to be away. Do you want to come in and fill in? And it was so funny because his message was like, you know, my two co-hosts, Guru and Timmy, will be away. I'm like, dude, I know who your co-hosts are. Brother, you're like the biggest thing in independent rugby league content creation. I know. But yeah, he messaged me and I was like, yes, 100%. I will be there with bells on. Dream come true. And yeah, literally, I mean, I didn't hear from him for a while after that, but then like earlier last week he messaged me. So yeah. Lendog says, you looked very professional when you went on. I haven't watched too much of them because I don't like Broncos bias, but you fit in great, provided great insights, and added some great humor. I'm glad. Jeez, you're a man after my own heart there, Lendog. That's an unreal comment. Thank you. I'm just bigging myself up over here. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it was so much fun. I was very, very nervous, but they were correct in saying that as soon as you start it, it just feels like you're in a conversation. I really hope I get to do it again on Monday, but I would understand completely if someone else is giving it a go. So from the sideline here, super boot Reece Martin hits it. Oh, I think it's just shaved the outside. It has. Score remains 16 points to 12 here. Tiger says, I like the podcast despite me never really listening to them. They are the biggest thing. I would love to know what their demographics are, because I think a lot of younger people might not necessarily be as into it as maybe I was when I was a kid. It is a little technical. I don't know if it's like accessible as such from a younger audience. But I used to love it. So I'd love to know what the demographics are. Anyway. Well, good, Kato. If the mates are going to Magic Round, I will see them there. Johnston with a pass here to Cooper by. Storm and Roosters are trying to pick up his signature. He gets up to the 20. To be clear, I did not mean any disrespect to the Bloke in a Bar podcast there. I love it. It's just, I always used to find it technical when I was a kid. So that's what I mean. So, Lendo says, I'm a buy round with James Graham, sort of listen up. That's very respectable in itself. And you've got the likes of, like, that's an ambition for me for sure. Winston's been on that. And obviously, you know, there's the Bulldogs connection, Winston and James Graham. But the byproduct of me being able to go on Bloke means that, like, a lot of doors open. Suddenly I'm sort of in that inner circle, you know what I mean? Ricky says, thoughts on Daniel Tupou's retirement? Now, that's a somewhat realistic one. So I kind of half believe you. Maria squared through the middle. Oh, what an offload. I think the post has stopped to try. What brilliant defense from the Pacific Oz Sports post. Lamb kicking behind. It gets trapped by Mason Teague. Cook Islands survivors. He knocked it on. He has knocked it on. So PNG will get 6 more here. Wow, though. I thought Morea was in for sure. Then he got a beautiful offload to the number 14 for the PNG Kumuls, Finley Glare. Probably Glare. I thought he was over for sure, but the post got in the way. The post stopped him. Wow. Unreal. Dill Pickle says, can't wait for England versus Australia. We'll be watching your stream if I'm still awake. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't wait either. Given your name is Dill Pickle, is your actual name Dylan? Because I used to get called that a little bit. My name is Dylan, to be clear. It's pronounced Marts, not Mates. Oh, really? Like M-A-A-T-S is pronounced Marts? Okay, so PNG with a fresh attacking set here. Oh, they won't even need more than one tackle. Alex Johnston, if there's one thing that man can do, it's find the try line. If there's one thing that man can do, bang, 20 points now on the board for PNG. And I did say if Cook Islands go ahead in the break, it would be pretty remarkable. 20 points to 12 it is. Quality of PNG shining through at the back end of the half. Execution of Lamb. Was that another try assist? I think it is for Lachlan Lamb. Bang. It's like, mate. I think I've only honestly watched like a few of their videos. They just never popped up in my recommended until like very recently. Anyway, cool. Cambrium says Moria and Glare will be next Kumuls in Super League before the Chiefs enter the NRL. That would make a lot of sense. Has that been... Are you saying that that's a prediction? Or like have they actually been signed? It's Marts? So there's like Marts, mates. Well, what are the thoughts, people? Ricky says thoughts on Retro Rugby League. I love Retro Rugby League. He's a mate of mine, I'd say, for sure, in the content space. I'll never forget, actually, halftime, the Sport Shed charity match. We were walking in. I hadn't got on the field yet. And he gives me a bum tap walking into the sheds. I'd only met him, like, the day before. And I was like, damn, I didn't know we were at that level in our relationship. But that was a bum tap that I'll truly never forget. So, yeah, that's what I think about Retro Rugby League. But I've collabed with him before. Cumbrium says, my prediction, playing for Lee. Okay, well, Lee certainly have a Papua New Guinean contingent, that's for sure. Reece Martin from the sideline now. This would be impressive.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Container, seriously. Shoelace! Shoelace, Renault! Hey, clutch! Hey, clutch!
Hits it. Oh, he starts it well out wide, but it's curling back. Oh, that's stunning. Oh, that's actually a stunning kick. Wow. Jesus Christ, that was beautifully hit. I don't often say that a kick is like visually appealing. It's a ball going through the post, but that was beautiful. Dill Pickle, it is. D-Y-L-A-N. Yes, correct. Tiger says, I love having Dream Bullets staring at me every night. It's great. That's a reference to the fact that I didn't sell. I gave away, but I wanted people to cover postage. My old background. So, Tiger Walker got the Tigers one. Ara Show says, I started my own podcast called Dude in a Pub, but we take mystery pills in my basement. Oh, God. Do you want to be the first guest? On a side note, if I were to hold you hostage, how much can I get? Wow. Dude in a Pub would be an unreal... That's like... I could make a video on my main channel called, like, Dude in a Pub, and it's just a bloke parody. That'd be so funny. That'd be really, really funny. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dude in a Pub. Wow. Okay, Lendo says, when they've broken characters to say subscribe, they've said Marts as the pronunciation. Marts. Okay, the Marts. Sure. The Quickie Marts. Let's go. So kick over the top here from Edwin Apape, I believe it was. Ioka, that was very, very brave from the fullback. 2.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Cook Islands just need to ensure that they don't concede any more because it's been quick. It's been a fast-paced game. It's been an entertaining game. And PNG suddenly, when were their tries actually scored? Yeah, 3 tries in the space of 10 minutes. Martin, Darby, Johnson. Bang, bang, bang. Penalty Cook Islands. If they can get to 22-18, that'd be a whole different kettle of fish in itself. 3 tries, 10 mins, PNG. Tigers is up to 188. Let's go. Wait, 188? What's up to 188? Oh, your subscribers. Your subscribers. Anyway. Yeah, Lane Dog, I'll look at the ODI at halftime for sure. Jeez, that's a big, big tackle there. I think it was an offload from KL Hero. Is it ruled a knock-on by Papua New Guinea? Knock-on PNG. Okay, so he was just consulting with the sideline official there, Bernard Sutton. Gerard Sutton, not Bernard Sutton. That's his brother. So Cook Islands will have the last opportunity here. Rex says, Legman, remember when I said to you that if the Broncos win the Raiders versus Broncos, you would do a career vid... Wait, what? A career vid of the Broncos. And if Canberra wins, I'll glaze the Roosters. Did I say that? I don't remember that, to be honest. What is a career vid? Like a career mode? I most certainly would not have agreed to do a Broncos career mode off the back of that game. Okay, so... Little run there. Is that Kalia? I believe it is. Yes. The captain of the Cookies. How old is he now? 25. Yeah, he's not... I always have in my mind that he's young because he recently debuted. But regardless. 43 seconds left to go in this first half. Teague gives it out now. They're spreading the ball out wide here. Nice little ball playing from Masters, but eventually tackled there was Ruben Rennie. T gets it now. Away to Masters again. They're trying stuff at least, and that's a poor error there from Makirere. PNG could potentially even strike back here. There's 20 seconds left to go still. Lendo said field goal, please. Well, they would have benefited. 22-13 scoreline. Maybe. Ricky says, hi, Dill Pickle. Hello. Only one person, actually, in high school ever called me that. There were other ones. Friendly nicknames, of course. Now, people were way too intimidated by me, actually, to call me any nicknames. So, it wasn't a problem whatsoever. Are you going to keep your hair like it is or grow it out to get it cut? Or grow it out or get it cut? Well, I'll cut it like soonish. I think it's getting a little bit long. Anyway, that right there is half time. I suppose I'm supposed to now watch the one-day international. One thing I'm going to do is get that little thing stuck out of my teeth. The little bit of kangaroo. Kangaroo sandwiches are banging though. I'm straight onto the ODI, by the way. Nice little 4 there. Bang. Kato says standing at 5'4", 40 kilograms. I wish I was 40 kilograms. Actually, that's not true. I'd be incredibly malnourished if my height was 40 kilograms. For those of you who are not familiar with cricket, it's very simple, easy to explain. What they're trying to do is stick it in the cricket wicket to hit the stumps before stumps and take as many wickets as they can while hitting the ball on the wicket. Easy. Pretty much, that's it. Respectfully. That's all you really need to know. Sorry, I got rid of chair. What I will say, I didn't grow up being into cricket. I don't really like it when rugby league isn't on. But there's way too many words in it that mean two things. So hard to learn. Stumps means two things. Wicket means two things. I just can't follow whatsoever. Oh, that one's high. That could be caught. That could be caught. That could be caught. It is caught. Carries out. Carries out. Damn. Have India... No, India have not batted. Oh. We've got an injury here for one of the Indians. So that's a wicket in the cricket. Bang. I do not have an Indian soundbite, unfortunately. Genuinely really hurt, though, this Indian player. Where is this being played? Rex says, up the Broncos. Who would have thought? Rex is a Broncos fan. Not me. Not me. But did well to hold the ball. It was a good catch. It was a very good catch. Oh, wait, is this the SCG? Is it? Damn. I did not clock that this was the SCG. That's actually kind of terrible for me. Not immediately recognizing the former home ground of the Sydney Roosters. Anyway, whatever. Oh, now it's a break. Well, what do they not realize? Do they not realize that everyone who was watching the PNG Kumuls versus Cook Islands, they should have timed that, bro. Landog says you should know all of the stadiums. Lehman, I'm now Lehman, am I? Jens Lehman, Arsenal, great. I do know all of the stadiums. I do know the SCG. I just didn't immediately recognize it. Okay, sue me. Tiger, is that Mundian Tabaki? I'm not clicking the video because I don't want to play a sound that I don't know. Is that Mundian Tabaki? That would actually be quite funny. Such just says, Leaguie man, a global round would be great. Nice. Actual discussion of rugby league. We were talking about this earlier. Would be great. I need to start a public campaign for Amsterdam to be included. Get it done, bruv. Get it done. And imagine the away days in Amsterdam, bro. I mean, all of the players just saying after the game, we were saying that my lighting looked smoky earlier, bruv. I didn't even need to go there. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And the away fans, man, scenes, absolute scenes. I need it. Respectfully, I need it. I would be there, like, it would be the most crazy thing. It would be like a dream, basically, to cover an NRL game in Holland. Amsterdam bias is unreal. Yeah, it is, dude. I'm not even from there. I'm from The Hague, but I mean, Amsterdam, like, you know, that has international profile. So, they'd have to play Rugby Club Octopus? No, sir. No. I need to start a public campaign. I'm actually I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start. If I go on Bloke on Monday, I will start it on there. If I don't go on Bloke on Monday, I will, like, make a short or something. Why drink speak when we switch to cricket? That's the thing. I'm saying they should know. They should sync it up. Cade says, I'll join the campaign. Thank you for your solidarity and support, brother. Thank you. So 4 for 183. Is that good for an ODI? I know only test cricket, basically. Oh, is that Warner commentating? I think it is Warner commentating. Honestly, never heard of Cooper Connolly in my life, but he's playing. I'm just keeping an eye. Oh, apparently, according to my Foxtel app, I'm watching the Pacific Championships right now. But anyway. Lendo says, do it for us. I will join. Yo, imagine boys trip. I'll do a meet and greet in Amsterdam. I'll do a meet and greet. Camrio says, London, Amsterdam, and Paris / Marseille 2027. Bro, oh, scenes. I don't think they will. I think if they're doing one part of the world, sorry, like that area of the world, it's going to be London and it's going to be Paris. I don't think there'll be much consideration for Holland, but anyway. Would be unfathomably cool. Who do you think wins the premiership next year? It says B2. I think Penrith. We'll be back with a vengeance. I think we saw them improve quite a lot towards the back end of the season. Obviously. There's momentum there. I think there'll be a hunger there again. I back them. Ricky says, my favorite communist, Leaguie, have you been to ComBank? Many times. Many times. And I'm going again for the Pacific Championships finals. So just casually, Adam Reynolds with the, is just carrying the premiership trophy. Rugby titles there as well. Cool. Just showing off the trophies. Sick. Varric says, you're so basic, not gonna lie. I mean, kind of true. Fair. Valid, honestly. Joe says, thoughts on Morea? Solid player. He's come up with some very good plays, I think, in this first half. And I'm curious to see. Cumry and Mackham said potentially playing for Lee. That would be cool to see. Ricky says, can I come with you? I mean, if you're willing to pay your way. If you're willing to pay your way, sir. Camp Nou would be, like, awesome, Cumry and Mackham, obviously. But are Barcelona even back to playing there? I don't think they are. Will they be back by 2027? Yes, sorry, Landog. It is Morea Squared. If you guys will fit in my carry-on luggage, then you can come with me. That I will say. RS Show says, since they aren't making new Bluey episodes anymore, ABC should make a spin-off called Leaguie. Hey, and you know, that's actually kind of true. I need to trademark my name and my logo. Because, like, it would kind of suck if someone else just made a thing called Leaguie. Tiger says, you can fly your private jet to take us to Amsterdam. Oh, yeah, that jet that I obviously have. Yeah, of course, naturally. 100%. Yo, the viewers on YouTube have plummeted since halftime. That kind of makes sense. We had a high of 58. We're currently on 17. Well, you 17 are real ones. Absolute real ones. I will say, I don't know why this is the case, but like last year the streams went like so much bigger. I would have thought the streams this year would be huge. The Papua New Guinea streams, but I don't know. B2 says, what are your thoughts on Reece Walsh as Aussie fullback? Makes sense. He's the form guy. I do wonder if Tedesco is available. Who would have been picked? What is this ad I'm watching? What the hell? Oh, okay. A dog poo thing. Outstanding. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Reece Walsh still would have been picked. Winning the Clive and all that, and given that Kevy's the coach, but anyway. Rex says, I play rugby union wing and second row. Do you think I can fit into your luggage? Second row is pretty big. Second row is pretty big, so. Ricky says, how big's your suitcase? I'm 5'7". Will I fit? It is a big suitcase, actually. It's a big boy, so. Big boy. Oh, wait, did Dean donate? Later says the Jet. Oh, no, sorry. The Jet, Dean Liddell has donated. Right. I thought you were referring to him as the Jet, and you were saying he has donated. And I was like looking at my software, being like, no, he hasn't. Pretty sure that's untrue. But anyway. Danny says, I play fullback. Can I fit? Are you a Latrell Mitchell fullback, or are you a Jai Gray fullback? Which end of the spectrum are you in? But no, you guys vastly overestimate my own personal wealth. It ain't there, bro. It ain't there. I would need, like, you know... If the NRL want correspondence... Just saying. I'll go over. I know me and Fox League have had our separations in opinion. Our differences in the past... Our grievances with one another. Well, actually, I don't think they care about me, but I've certainly made my thoughts clear about them at times. But, you know, I'll let bygones be bygones for a free junket to Amsterdam. No doubt. No doubt about it. Guys, I can't fit all of you in my carry-on baggage, it would seem. I do apologize. Joe says, I speak German. That's close enough to Dutch. Well, I don't think that attitude will go down well in the Netherlands. Be like, yeah, you lot are basically German. They'll love that. Oh, they'll love that. Heaps. World War II. Yeah. Y'all are basically German. Rex says, but League, can I will. Okay, here's what I will do. If they announce that they're going to play an NRL game in Amsterdam, and it is legally sound for me to put a human being in my carry-on baggage, I will pick one fan at random to come over. Joe says, I speak real Deutsch, not that drunk stuff you'll need me to translate. No, I speak actual Dutch. You speak Deutsch, I speak Dutch, that's fine. Different languages. Different languages. Tiger says, I'm your day one, can I come? Perchance. Perchance. There we go, Tina's donated. Say, can I come and have lettuce with the baby Germans? What? Why specifically lettuce with the baby Germans? Is that a thing? Is it? Bro, midstream coffee goes unfathomably. It's actually like the jolt that I need. Insane. It's drunk German, League. No, it is not. German is literally drunk Dutch, and there is a sound logic to that, because German is like softer and more kind of just slowed. And that's the way you talk when you are drunk. So, literally the other way around. You are incorrect. Yo, what is this? Oh, it's Reynolds lifting the trophy. They're all reaching out to try and touch it. That's so cool. Damn. Scenes. Insane. Kato says, Brev, it's 4 on the Arvo. It's actually 5 p.m. for me. But I'm streaming until 1:30 in the morning, dude. I'm good. I'm so unfathomably fine, Chief. We'll be alright. I also woke up at like midday, which is early for a university student. But in my defense, it was because I went to sleep last night at like 3 because I knew that I would be streaming until 3. Dean's donated another $3 and said lettuce equals code for something that YouTube would ban me. Right. Understood. What you mean is the devil's lettuce. The ganja. The kalitas, so to speak. Yes. I understand. I thought you meant actual letters. And I didn't realize, I mean, that I have no problem with. But calling the Dutch baby Germans, that's uncalled for, sir. That is absolutely uncalled for. Kato, I'm studying law and economics. Very soon, just law. All right, they're about to kick off for the second half. Bang, there we go. Boot to ball. 10 points the gap. 40 minutes left to go to separate these two sides. And I will say, the stadium has filled out more. Maybe there was an issue getting in, but the stadium has filled out more. Lorenzo says, build an arc, 300 cubits in length, 50 cubits in width, and 30 cubits in height. Then you can fit all of us. If Noah can fit 2 of every animal, you can fit all of us. Yeah, because there's nothing that they love in Europe more than refugees arriving on boats. They are just so welcoming to that, societally speaking. Geez, they're spreading the ball here, Papua New Guinea. League is into space. Will he pass back inside? Not yet. And the sideline's beckoning. He does pass, and that's just a knock-on. He stayed in the field of play, actually, so he didn't need to do that, the North Queensland Cowboy. PNG, they throw the ball around, roll the dice early on in the second half, but Cook Islands do survive there. Rex says, bro, I need to go to the chemist or the grocery store to get some lettuce. I don't know if you can get the devil's lettuce at Woolies. I know they are the fresh food people, but they hate that fresh, boy. They hate that fresh. They're chill. They're not that chill. Okay. Dean says, ain't Netherlands the place that tried to stop Noah? Were they? You're the biblical man, sir. You're the biblical man here. You're the resident Bible expert. Lorenzo says, wait, I didn't know that. I was just referencing Genesis. That's all right. That's all right, sir. Who is it? Cosmic Live says, have you ever had an IRL interaction with a fan before? Heaps. By this point. To be fair, like 4 months ago, I think the answer would have been no. But there've been quite a lot by this point. So it's been good. It's been good. Ricky. No. Not on my watch. No. No. I don't even, in fact, know what that means. So, like, yeah, crazy. Crazy. Bro, I swear this is his commentator interview. My commentator, like, this is my audition? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I'm not doing very well. I'm mostly just reading chat. But anyway. Ipape had a dummy half. They're spreading the ball out to the left-hand side here. Leibart up over the 40. Third tackle left to go. Sorry, third tackle in the set here. It is Glare. Jake Duke is saying Glare, not Glare. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. They're looking very good, though, here early. No, knock on. So I was going to say it's very open play here from both sides to start the second half. But a knock on. So twice here, Papua New Guinea rolling down the field, but the execution at the end, not quite good. Very open play. I'm noting that down. Alfred says, where you want rugby league to grow, but you can't say Netherlands. Oh, Netherlands wouldn't be my first choice anyway. France, Japan, China. God, China. Be huge. China, I think, would be number one. Indonesia would be massive. America, to be fair, actually. America would maybe even more than China, to be fair. I don't know. But yeah. Tiger says, yeah, Leaguie, I found a YouTube tutorial on how to get a girlfriend. Is it the guide to getting a girl? That was like one of the OG iconic YouTube videos. Probably a bit above like your vintage though. Leaguie for SRL commentator. I think they did approach me about that like ages ago. I don't have the time. I wish I did, because it looks like it'd be a bit of fun, but I don't have the time. I am a player in the SRL, though. So on the fourth here, Cook Islands, it's the number 16. This is the thing that I would need to do. I'd need to focus on memorizing the names. Brody Tamarua. See, they could. This is the difference here. The commentators in the box, they could just look down. They have it on a sheet of paper. Easy. I'm on camera. They ain't on camera. So... Ricky says, I mean, go on a plane to go see the Potato Germans, not the Devil's Lettuce. That's not what the Mile High Club means. That has a specific meaning. Jesus Christ. Ricky, I really hope you're of age. Otherwise, this is a legally problematic discussion to be having with you, sir. Okay. We're going to keep this PG, people. PNG, PG. Cook Islands, we ain't cooking, okay? We're keeping this normal. Straight hard, narrow. They're through the middle here. Epape. Oh, Ioka. If he intercepted that, it would have been insane. He stopped a certain try. That is brilliant fullback play. PNG are going to get the ball back, but wow, what a try save. A random South guy in the crowd. Jeez, Ipape was through the middle. He went for the pass. Ioka just hung through the middle here. Brilliant work from him. He had on the outside of him Sylvester Nemo. Oh, and Ipape screaming at himself for the bomb try. Damn. Dean says, after last night's stream, I hope Ricky is over 18. What happened last night's stream? It's such a blur for me, honestly, those Red Dead Redemption streams. I love them, though. Juan says, Australia or England tonight? England. Which I never thought I'd say in my entire life. But I want Rugby League to win, and therefore I want Rugby League to win. That name, Juan Araya Garcia. Juan Araya Garcia. My man. Where are you watching from? That's an extremely Spanish name. Ricky says, how old do I have to be? I'm 13, but can play as 50. No. No. I'm not even gonna. I can't tell you to look up the meaning of what you said. I'm choosing to no longer engage. If someone else wants to explain that to him, I guess you can. I don't have anything to do with it though. Lorenzo, that is not something I agreed to. On the second here, glare out a dummy half, gives it to Bai. Oh, and it's a knock on there. That's one that's gone begging there from Sylvester Nemo. So he could have had 2 tries. Firstly, it was off Edwin Ipape, and now that. So again, that's the 3rd time. I'm going to make a note of that. 3 first. In fact, kind of the 4th, to be honest. 4 first attacking sets. Second half PNG. Errors at the end. Kato says, when mommy and daddy love each other very much. You're on the right lines. You just need to make the setting on an airplane. Oh dear. Joe says, if commentators have a sheet for names, then what's Gus Gould's excuse? Man butchers a minimum of 3 names a game. Gus, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't really look at those things. He doesn't, like, it's not like he's under much job pressure as such. He can just kind of say whatever he wants. B2 says, how many games have you gone to this year? I actually still yet to tally that up, to be fair. Maybe I'll do it after the Pacific Championships final, but it was a fair few. My record, I think, was 45. The first year I moved back from the Netherlands to here, I think I went to 45, which is impressive given that I did it living in Canberra, but anyway. It was a lot, though. So kick there on the last. Underneath this one is Alex Johnston. Beard going very, very strong from AJ. He gets away from a couple. Does get a pass away to Morea Squared, who goes back towards Johnson. Tackled there on, I think it's just shy of the 30. Yeah, 25 out. Alfred says, why Wembley not sold out this year? Selling out Wembley is a huge accomplishment. I mean, they've already guaranteed, I think, 50,000. I think that will increase to 60. 60k at Wembley will be massive. Wembley is like a huge... It's 82,000, or is that Sydney Olympic Park? Wembley capacity. 90,000. 90,000, yeah. Sydney Olympic Park's 82. So, no 40-20 there. That was close, though. I'm surprised. I mean, Wembley is iconic, but I thought maybe Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, if they could have got that, would have been more realistic to sell out. But all the rugby league fans in England, or a lot of them anyway, are in the north. So it's a long, long way to go to travel down to London for that. So Rex says, Wembley tonight's... Oh, sorry, Lamb's got the ball away here. No, Cook Islands have covered it up. Jeez, that was close to a Lachlan Lamb try. 6 more here for Cook Islands. When will tonight's stream start and when will the Ashes start? Tonight's stream starts at midnight, New South Wales time. It will start... The game will start at 5:30 midnight, New South Wales time. So, yes. League isn't that big in London. Correct. So a lot of... Basically, everyone who is going to that game... Not everyone, but a lot of people have travelled for it. So that's why it's not, a 90,000 sellout. George says, do you think I can watch the Ashes Rugby League in England in the morning? You're in Papua New Guinea, aren't you? You're not in England. But yeah, you can watch like a replay of it for sure. Alfred says, we think about making NRL global, but can't sell out Wembley is crazy. Dude, selling out Wembley, I've just said, it's a huge, huge thing. 90,000 people? There's zero... there's logic, but for it to be a qualifying factor of playing rugby league elsewhere, I don't agree with that at all. We have to shoot our shot. We have to start somewhere. So, RS, I mean, yes, but I'm not sure if you completely get it either. Lindok says only the side makers are at Wembley. That's kind of true. That is kind of true. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they'll play Hill Dickinson Stadium, the new Everton Stadium, and Errol Headingley, which they'll sign up both of those. So, yeah. Across from Glare to find Leibart on the last. Little pass out wide to Darby. The Cowboys combination, it was way out in front of him. Way out in front of him. Leddock says, do you think you'll ever play in the Sidemen charity match? No. No, I do not. Not even close, sir. A rugby league YouTuber will never be that big. I'd love to, but I'd never be that big. Joe says, we're global. We should be selling our AT&T Stadium in Dallas and Stade de France, damn it. Gotta start somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. Dean, you're a very funny man. Score predictions tonight. Juan says Australia 1-12. I think that's what I said. I think I said Australia 1-12. And Joe Burgess, anytime try scorer. I just want to see, like, 10 years on from his last England appearance. That would be so funny. RS Show says Everton mentioned. I love Everton. Well, okay, that's an exaggeration. I quite like Everton. There's a good relationship between them and Sunderland. They get along quite well, the two clubs. So, and Sunderland are my club. If y'all didn't know that already. Half an hour left to go in this game. Still 10 points to the gap. There have been attacking opportunities, mostly for Papua New Guinea. Cook Islands haven't really come out with the same intensity. But anyway. Is Justin Bieber a streamer now? Is that the case, Dean? I don't know. Oh, Joe, you puppeteer pandas and therefore egg on Discord. I didn't know. My bad. The Beverly Capas has followed on Twitch. Thank you very much. I think we've got to try for the Cook Islands. In the meantime, I wasn't even looking. That is entirely my mistake. It's Potoko, who was fullback last week, named in 6, playing on the wing, commentator's nightmare, but bang. We've got a game all of a sudden. I was saying, like, all the attacking chances were going the way of Papua New Guinea, but there we go. 22-16. Now there's a converted try in it. Cook Islands are the team that get the try. Provided they're on onside from the kick. But yeah, it's as soon as they got the catch there, it was a race to the corner, as Shane Flanagan says, but it was a numbers game. Easy. Easy as you like. Here we go. Rex, I've just seen Have You Heard? I guarantee that this is a made-up rumor. Yet another. Have you heard Spencer Lanier is taking interest with Eels? No, I haven't. I don't know if I believe you, sir. Not confident. But anyway. Who isn't a streamer now? So true. So true. Dan and Kemp from Bloke in the Bar is talking about maybe doing streams. Which is, like, that would be cool. But it'd probably take a fair bit of my market share. So leave that one to me, Dan, please. Please. It's not. It is not made up. Put DM me a link that says something like that. Then I believe you. Alfred says, so taking rugby league to a city that doesn't know it exists and expecting them to attend it, yet we can't sell out London where rugby league has presence. I mean, it doesn't have much presence in London, to be fair. The thing is, okay, how do you show a place that rugby league exists? You go and play rugby league there, or you put it on the TV there. That I vehemently agree with. You gotta, you know, advertise it. You gotta market it. That's what marketing is. So yeah, it's not all too far-fetched. I really think Alfred. I think you're prescribing far too much value to the 20,000 seats that we won't sell out at Wembley. Like 90,000 is a lot of people, dude. It's a lot of people. Rex says, Legman, you don't read my DMs. If it's any consolation, that is not a personal thing. I have way too many DMs for me to be able to read all of them. So kick from the sideline here from Ioka. He's hit it. It looks good. Oh, it's hit the post. It's hit the post. Still 6 points to the gap. Not too bad at all. Tiger says, would you time me out? For what? Yo, Albanese's in talks with signing with the Roosters. I thought he was a bit past in terms of his physical capabilities, but we'll see. Could be anything, that kid. Could be anything. I'm sorry, guys. Look, it's genuinely, it stresses me out a bit, to be fair. That is one thing where having the tiny little bit of fame that I do have feels incredibly claustrophobic, because when I respond to, I've said this before, when I respond to ADM, I can have like 20 unread DMs, and I'll sit down and be like, okay, let me get to them. I'll respond to one. Before I've even got to the second one, that first person has already responded. So I can just never stay on top of it. It's kind of a little bit suffocating. But I try and get to everyone. But like now, even in my personal life, like some of my friends are like, you don't respond to my DMs anymore. Should I DM you on the Leaguie? Am I more likely to get a response there? And I'm like, I'm sorry. There's just so many. Can't do it. It's a struggle. I know. I'm such a victim. I'm such a victim. Teddy Takau's low-key confirmed. Wow. Big up. Crazy. Drink water in shambles. I guess we'll have to take Tom Dearden off your hands. Dean, I don't know who Sly Boy is. It says he talks about cheese pizza lovers and his channel Life and Family are being threatened. I need a lot more information than that. Juan, I am streaming tonight. Yes. Yes, sir. Exactly in this style. 22 to 60, 26 minutes left to go in this game. Kick from Masters way up in the air, and it is being chased quite hard, actually. Morea's got it, though. Morea squared, and we've got a penalty here for PNG. I think it's, must be kick chases offside. Rex says, Legman 20, just do all of them instead of just one? Why didn't I think of just responding to all of them? Also, you could just say, I'm done with this convo. No, I can't. That's so rude. That's incredibly rude. I can't say... If someone's like, hey, Leaky, I love your content, man. You know, what are your thoughts on this? I'm like, I am done with this conversation. Damn. Can't do that. Can't do that. Laybutt nearly broke through there. The Cowboys centre. 6 more now. Papua New Guinea with a big chance to score here. Vodo gives it underneath to Parramatta Eel, Jack de Bellin. Joe says, I'll give you one slightly used Bateman. Should I call you Joe? Should I call you Egg? Should I call you Puppeteer Pandas? What's the name du jour for you today? What are we going with? What are we going with? Okay, bye. Plays the ball here. Lamb, short ball to Reece Martin. Can't get an offload away. The Papua New Guinean back rower. On the third now. That is true, Daddy. It would be crazy aura, but no, I couldn't do that. DeBellin, oh, he had a brief space in front of him to open. Lamb did well to catch that ball. Will he kick him behind? He will kick him behind eventually. Bang! Jeez, that's like shell and peas for Zach Lay, but Papua New Guinean. Gerard Sutton is starting this as a try. In the NRL, this would be given as a try. So I'm putting the points on the board, even though they're not actually on the board yet. Just Egg is fine. Okay, I'll go with Egg. Dean says, I'm done with this conversation is how you should end every video. No, you know, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. You don't like that? You want me to say, I am done with this conversation? That's actually really funny. That is really funny, to be fair. Rex says, Legman, if you only DM one person out of 20, that's 19 people non-answered. Whereas if you answer all of them and ignore unread messages, it works? What? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I can only respond to one message at a time. Thoughts on the social media ban? I like it in some areas. I dislike it in others. I think it's a bit ridiculous that YouTube is included. What a run from distance from Labour. That was great work. And Rennie was way up. Way up. Bang, beautiful catch there from Laybut. That's a beautiful try. And again, another try assist for Lamb. Great run from distance for Grubber from Zach Laybut. Another try assist Lamb. I hope that it's him and Adrian who are coach of the Chiefs. But anyway. They're banning Wikipedia but not 4chan? They're banning Wikipedia? They can't be banning Wikipedia. Really? That's insane. It's a source of information. What the hell? Now that I don't believe in whatsoever. But TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, that's one thing, okay? I know I don't know if I'm in favor of it as such, but like I understand the logic behind it. But YouTube? Wikipedia? That's unbelievable. 28 points to 16. It's like the 2013 grand final, except that was 26 to 18. My favorite scoreline ever. Rest in peace all the people with baby faces. Well, as a proud sporter of a baby face myself, I feel incredibly persecuted. I've been told that. I don't know if I agree with it, but I saw there was a comment on my my latest main channel video, the international one, where someone said, I've never heard an 8-year-old speak so eloquently. And I was like, is that a compliment? Or is it not a compliment? Like, it's like a half insult, but not really. Anyway, I'll take it. I think it's part of my branding that I look kind of youngish. Valentine says, thanks for the chat, bro. All good, Valentine. Joe says, 4chan was... sorry, Egg says, 4chan was already blocked in Australia anyway. Okay, well then that makes a lot more sense. Rex says, Wikipedia is not a good source of information. I disagree. I mean, I think... obviously, it's got its downfalls, but if you want, like, a quick stat or something, bang, it's there, bro. It's there. All right, so run here from Nixon put he's built like a brick, man. He's built like a brick. If there is one man in International Rugby League I don't want to tackle, is Nelson Astor Solomona. But Nixon put is up there. Nixon put is up there. Alfred says, who should host the next World Cup? Should is the interesting point. They were going to host it in France, and it just kind of fell through. I'd love to see it in France. Gee, so Cook Islands, I think they ruled a knock on, and then then they've picked it up themselves from an offside position. Penalty PNG. The bounce of the ball is just going the way of the Kumuls at this point. Lorenzo, that's an outstanding way of announcing it. Is it a compliment or an insult? Yes, exactly, Egg. Exactly. We're getting a challenge here from Cook Islands. We are getting a challenge here from the Cook Islands. Just a moment. You ain't gonna believe it. I had something else stuck in my teeth. Crazy. So, challenge from the Cook Islands. They kind of need to... I mean, look. 22 minutes left. Long while. But you get the sense that if they're not next to score, it's done. It's gotta be. Oh yeah, ReactBot. I haven't used ReactBot all stream. ReactBot, are you there?
Fair dinkum, finally woke up, did ya?
That's actually, like, that's so pertinent. Damn. I'm sorry, ReactBot. ReactBot, I'm sorry I haven't used you in this stream.
No worries, mate. Been bench warmed longer than a useless prop.
It's so good to have an AI ReactBot that actually responds to what I'm saying. Ah, Dean donated $8 while I was gone and said share. Sorry, I put that back up. Thank you, Dean. Paying my rent as usual, bro. This is why, and I'm not, a try has not been scored. But this is, oh wait, no, it's not a try. It's, is it the goal animation? Which one is brought to you by Dean? Is it penalty? One of them is. One of them is. Is it the penalty one? Yeah, it is. Challenge is unsuccessful. Oh, I've messed up all the animations. I've absolutely destroyed the animations here. Let me just reload the animations here for a second. I spammed it and it didn't like that. There we go. Challenge unsuccessful. Bang. So, PNG get a fresh attacking set here on the Cook Islands line. If they score here, I'm calling the game as being done. DeBellin ball played for Lachlan Land. That's interesting. Sort of normally the other way around, but regardless. Now DeBellin goes himself. Alfred says Wallabies leading Japan by 7. Interesting. Is that expected or not? Right here from Jacob Alec Vinky, the man who has been let go by the Titans. I'm curious to see if any other club picks him up. On the 4th now. They spread it out wide. Pape gives it to Lamb. Oh, geez, nearly there. Nearly got away, did Zach Labart. Being played now. Glare gives it to Lamb. Will kick across field. It's not a very high one. Yeah, that was not a great kick. Anyway, to be fair, I mean, he landed it in a good spot. It just was never really going to be one that they scored off, so... yeah. ReactBot, what do you think of Nixon put?
Nixon's as useful as a forward pass to a prop.
That's so rude. What the hell? That's actually incredibly impolite. Juan says this is what international footy should be. Instead, most of the time it's cricket scores. I disagree that most of the time it's cricket scores. In the World Cup, yeah, fair. But the thing is, right? How do you solve the cricket scores? You don't solve the cricket scores by not playing those games. That's only going to increase the gap. So you kind of need to go through a bit of the pain if you want to get games like this. Back in the day, like honestly, like I say back in the day, 5 years ago, this game's a cricket score to PNG. I believe that wholeheartedly. I might even be. Let me see. Draw Pacific Championships. Well, it's only been going for a couple of years, right? 2023, this game ended 46 points to 10. Already being 28 to 16, that's more competitive. Masters did very well. Oh, did he feign a kick? What the hell, Isan? Okay, I see you, bro. I see you, bro. Interesting. Not one I'd have done, but anyway. I'm trying to see, like, Cook Island games. Jeez, they haven't played, what, 2022? Yeah, no, I can't really find one. But anyway. 46 to 10 only a couple of years ago, so. So, 6 more. Cook Islands get the ball here on the first. They're in attacking sets. Attacking ball here. Pride Pedersen Rabadi gets it. Doesn't offload. He feigns for it. Mason Teagan at dummy half. He's got options either side here. On the second. My bad. Jesus, it's been a weird-ass stream. Oh, they've got numbers here. Straight through the middle. Bang. Cook Islands are back. Esom Ioka. He's had a great game so far with the boot. And there's another one. Try time for Cook Islands. He'll get the chance to convert his own try. Bang! We have a game here, fellas. We have a game. 28 points to 20. Kick to come. There's going to be 6 points in it with 19 minutes left to go. Nice. Very nice. Lendog says the annoying thing is if PNG score and make it 34-16, it will look like a bit of a blowout, which is annoying as the game's been so much closer. True. Luckily, that won't happen now. But genuinely, like, okay, I said this coming into this game. The Cook Islands have been the punching bag of Pacific Rugby League. Last game, you take out that opening 20 minutes, they beat Fiji. This game, it's been pretty much like, you know, blow for blow, either side. We're about to have them within 6 points with 18 minutes left to go. It's great. Lorenzo says, while it's great that we're talking more about improving the online world for young people, UNICEF Australia thinks that the proposed changes won't fix the problems young people face online. Social media has a lot of good things, like education and staying in touch with friends. We think it's more important to make social media platforms safer and to listen to young people, to make sure changes actually help, also from UNICEF Australia. Agree. Vehemently agree. I certainly had my childhood impacted by social media, not in a negative way. It just kind of, you know, drove it in many respects. I held it in quite a lot of high importance. But I wouldn't have changed it. Ioka converts his own try. Bang. 28 points to 22. I think going cold turkey on it isn't the way to go at all, personally. But I see the logic. And I'm glad to see, like, a government that's willing and able to stand up against Meta, against X, you know, all that stuff. So Dean says thoughts on the ballroom situation in the White House and YouTube paying for it. Not what I thought I'd be asked about, but I'm certainly opinionated. I think it's incredibly arrogant. Yet another lie. Yet another blatant lie. Trump said it wouldn't touch the White House, and then he knocked down an entire wing of it. Didn't think to tell anyone. So, yeah. What's new? Do we think Cook Islands can win this? Cheeky, I'm throwing it out there to the people. Bang. I'll take a mana wave, actually. Throw it out to the people. Cook Islands, per chance. 17 minutes left, 6 points in it. Could they? Tiger says thoughts on the expat Oli situation. Dude, those allegations, I don't think he's coming back from that. I can't believe he's been exposed as a Parramatta fan. Lorenzo's back at the Cook Islands. He's back at the Cook Islands. I love it. Big up Lorenzo, man. Alfred says, I'm a big NRL fan, but my interest in the International League is less. It's basically NRL player with different jerseys or Aussies versus Aussies. It's changing though, Alfred. It's massively changing. And the fact that you're here does show some level of interest at least. Kick him behind from the Cook Islands. Have they got it back? I think that's 6 more. 6 more. Bang. 16 and a half minutes left to go. Cook Islands have 6 more right on PNG's line. Makatoa goes. He doesn't get there. This is a huge set in the context of this game. We'll get back to 22 all here. Let's see. Teague is in that dummy half. They're holding him down here, Makatoa. No penalty given away. Ball in the hands of Masters. Gives it underneath to find Ruben Porter. Nothing doing there. Jeez, they're close. Jeez, they're close. Teague's in a dummy half on the third. Goes to the left-hand side to find Makatoa for his second run of this set, the Sydney Rooster. Do or die? It's not do or die. There's still 15 minutes left, but this is a really good chance. Masters with it. Short ball. Was that tackled without the ball here? Piakura, I would say so. Jeez, challenge that. I thought Brandon Piakura was tackled without the ball for sure. Challenge it, Cook Islands. Oh, first against PNG. Never mind. Don't challenge it. So PNG knock on. Cook Islands will get it. Yeah, definitely Piakura was tackled by Nene McDonald without the ball. For sure. Lendog says yellow line. I actually wonder if the bunker could step in and intervene here. That's an interesting one. PNG are challenging this. Oh dear. Oh, this could be an awful challenge. If Nene McDonald ends up bench for this. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alfred says, I'm here because of you. I'm bored and you keep my days going. Well, I'm very flattered. I'm very flattered. Yeah. It'll be a successful challenge, but it got worse for PNG. Yeah, Alfred. It definitely back in the day, that was the case. In a game like this, talking about Aussies versus Aussies, like, I mean, Leibart, Lamb, DeBellin, sure. Everyone else, I mean, I'm not saying these guys are born and raised in the Cook Islands, but they're of the Cook Islands. They're from the Cook Islands, so that's my opinion. But yeah, I'm glad you're here regardless, for whatever reason. And I hope that you're gonna enjoy International Rugby League. I mean, look, tomorrow's game, Tonga versus Samoa, my favorite fixture on the calendar. I look forward to it more than I look forward to Origin. And I know I'm probably one of the only people where that's the case, but it is genuinely the case. So I'm going to be up and about tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming it here or in Sydney. I'm waiting on the bloke boys. 6 more for the Cook Islands. So huge opportunities that they've had on PNG's line. They'll expect to have scored. PNG's defense cannot hold up. Can it hold up? Oh, ball back towards Teague. Jeez, he's up over the line, but he has been held up. He has been held up here. I agree with Juan. Lorenzo says Chris Minns is going to ban you from New South Wales for that. I don't think that's something that Chris Minns is able to do. Lendo says, man, they're looking flat, the Cook Islands. They haven't had the same intensity as we've seen them have at different points in this game. I would agree with that for sure. But they're trying. They're trying. Yeah. Definitely doesn't get to the ground. Alfred says, how's the collab with Bloke in a Bar? What do you mean, how is it? How was it? It was a dream come true. Let me actually see. I wonder if he's let me know yet. Oh, he has. Confirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leaguie is on Bloke in a Bar again. Oh, yes. Let's go. Oh, live reaction. Live reaction. I'm back on Bloke, ladies and gentlemen. 2 weeks in a row. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm on that bus tomorrow, boy. I'm on that bus tomorrow. CW's in the chat. Oh, yes. Bro, as soon as it ended last week, I'm like, I want to do that again. I need to do that again. Let's go. Wear the /NRL jersey. I haven't got it yet, Egg. I haven't got it yet. PNG have got the ball. They're breaking away now. Nene McDonald, he's clear. He's in space. He's got Ioka in front of him. Gets away from Ioka. Inside Morea squared. He's gone the length of the field. He's gone the length of the field. And Papua New Guinea, that is a dagger in the heart of the Cook Islands. That is a dagger. Moments changing. Bang. Momentum. It looked like Cook Islands were all over it. They had set after set, but Papua New Guinea, there you go. That's one for the fans of the Chiefs. That's one for the fans of rugby league internationally, and the crowd goes, I'm going to be honest, a little bit mild. I've seen better. But anyway, I ain't ruining this moment. Bang, Maria, sick. I just got to get back to Denon. I actually didn't think I was going on again. I dreamt last night that they got back to me and said no. I have very specific dreams. Let's go! I'm back on bloke! Yes! Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna calm myself. I'm gonna compose myself. Someone clip up the live reaction. Someone clip that up and send it to Denon. Tiger says congrats on being on again, man. You know what it is? And I spoke to Winston Neville. There were so many creators who like got in touch with me and were saying congrats. Like, it was incredibly flattering. But I spoke to Winston, who's been on it before, and he was like, it's like being called up to first grade. And it is. I've just been called up to first grade, you know, for the second week after my debut. Sick. Yes, let's go. Hell yeah. Yes, let's go. RS Show says, why are you so excited about being on top of a bloke? Don't you have a girlfriend? I do not have a girlfriend. No, not even a little bit. Resmarting from in front. Yes. Sorry, I mean, I know, I have to do a job right now. I have to stream. But I've just found out that my dream's coming true for a second week in a row. Like, I'm actually so gas. Yes. Let's go. Hell yeah. I really did think it would only be 1 week. I really did. Let's go. It's so rewarding, bro. It's so rewarding. Big up. Okay. Nice. Okay, well, now I really need to be taking notes. Holy. Cook Islands had like 3 repeat sets. On PNG's line. Kumuls survive. And go the length of the field through Nene and Moria as soon as they get the ball. 6-point gap turns into 12. Bang! Oh man, you ain't gonna be able to wipe the smile off my face for the rest of the day. Like, that's okay. Tomorrow's stream will take place in Sydney, but I need to call my mum. I need to be like, bro, I'm coming up. Not that I call my mum bro, but bro, I'm coming up tomorrow. That's sick. Okay, let's go. So proud to be Papua New Guinea, bro. The Kumuls are up and about. They are up and about. Kicking behind. Ioka's done well. Oh my god, he was flattened by 3 Kumuls. Voto's down in back play. Oh, that was, I mean, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. He was staying down, got the penalty, and then bounced to his feet. Luai from Wish gets a penalty. He does. I'm not sure I like this. I mean, okay, yes, he got the penalty. I agree with it, 100%. But he was staying down in back play, and then as soon as the penalty was awarded, bang, up on his feet. The old Blake Ferguson. I think it was while he was playing for Para. He was on the ground. Penalty gets given away. He's straight up on his feet and is like, you know, getting it on with the opposition players. Damn. Let's go. Okay. Anyway, PNG are on the attack here. See, if they score here and this gets to 40, that's considered a blowout for sure. Nene McDonald. Oh, he's going to reach out here. He won't quite be able to get it. Was that a lost ball? It was. And you see Lamb back play doing these ones. I hope PNG don't get to 40. With all due respect to the Kumuls, who I'm sure Kumul Nation is in the chat right now. There's 60 people viewing on YouTube. So they're going to be here. They're going to be up and about. But I think from a Cook Islands perspective, it would be nice to see them get a little bit of credit. It'd be nice to see them get credit. Kato says we need to stop diving. I don't think that there is that much diving in rugby league, to be honest. I think the fact that it stands out in a moment like that is a good sign. It happens, but not that much. Did Ferguson retire? Yeah. No, he's quite old now. I mean, he played for the Lee Centurions back before they became the Lee Leopards. But I mean, Blake Ferguson, he'd be. He's 35 now, so I think he played a bit of bush footy though. towards the back end. Sydney Roosters, legend. No, not legend, but cult hero, easily. Won a premiership with us. Loved Fergo when he was with us. Loved Ferguson. Anyway. So on the second year, the Cook Islands, there's, look, 12-point gap, 9 minutes 40 to go. It's not out of their reach just yet, but, you know. Rex says, why don't you have a tip against the chances? What do you mean against the chances? Against the odds? I do tip against the odds sometimes. Cowley with the ball up over the 30. Egg says, Cook Islands scoreboard shorthand is unfortunate. Would have thought they'd go for CKI. I would have gone with CKI for sure. But I don't think it's them. It's Fox. It's Fox. So anyway. Run here from Pied, Pedersen, Rabati. I do think that they kind of need to score here, to be honest. Off the back of a 6 again, this will be probably the best chance that they've had all game. Sorry, like, for the rest of the game. Masters finds Porter underneath. Oh, nice offload to Voro. Pedersen, Rabati. No, Sioka, sorry. Can't get there. Ooh. Budget Kaio Weeks needs to lock in. Is that what you're calling Esamioka? Budget Kaio Weeks? Makatoa finds Masters. There's a little chance in behind. No, they don't quite get there. And it's a poor knock-on from, of all people, Brendan Piakura. 12 points the gap. Damn. Lorenzo says, could have still played this year if Ches could do it, so can he. So who are we talking about? Respect Lorenzo. He's literally the only person who's been chatting on Twitch. That's insane. Thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, Ferguson. That's true. He could have, but, you know, Fergo kind of bashed up his body a fair bit. He did. Don't say anything rude about Piakura. I said the complete opposite. I said of all people. That's like, you know, I wouldn't expect that from him because he's so good. Tiger, what is the Twitch situation? 6 more Papua New Guinea. That will help them soak up a lot of time and get the ball right down the Cook Islands end. I think this is one that is starting to shift well and truly the Kumuls' way. I'm trying to see the crowd and compare it to the start of the game. It's definitely more full. I think people did struggle to get in, and I said that before. Valentine says, how's the game going? I've been heaps happy with Cook Islands. I think they've been extremely competitive, and they do have the ball now. It's what makes me kind of hope Papua New Guinea actually don't score more points, because I think that would be an unfair representation of the way that the game has really gone. We're talking about Ches keep up? No, we're talking about Ferguson. I swear. It was like, you know, if Ches can play at 35, Fergo can play at 35. Brett Morris, I think, played at 35. But, you know. Lendox says, when's the Leaguie award ceremony and are you presenting it? And how are we finding out if we're winners? Will it be an unlisted stream? I don't have the answers to any of those. I've not been involved in the running of it whatsoever. You have to ask the mods of the Discord. Reckless Ollie, I think, is the man who's in charge. If I'm streaming it, that's news to me. In fact, well, I can't stream it, actually. If it's tomorrow at 1, which I think is what you said? Or someone said that. I'll be on a bus, so I can't be streaming that. Yeah, 1 tomorrow. Jeez, they're straight through here. Cook Islands have actually scored randomly. I was talking about the Leaguies, bro. They've scored. Bang. Cook Islands. So, they've put 26 on the board. Points. Yo, International Rugby League is heaps entertaining. Let's go. Yeah, now that I've found that out from Bloke in a Bar, I'll be on a bus 1 tomorrow. So I can't make it. I need to be in order to get to Sydney in time to stream Tonga and Samoa. So. Bang! Okay. Egg says Smitty went to 40, so should Fergo too soft. Yeah, you tell him, Egg. Go tell Blake Ferguson it's too soft. There have been 60 points in this game, Rex. Correct. He's good. Ioka will take a relatively quick kick here. He's got it. So again, Cook Islands, they're just hanging in that 6-point barrier. They're hanging in there. I'll note that down. Cookie's just staying within 6. 34-28. Pick up Cook Islands, bro. Carmichael Hunt has done such a good job with them. Such a good job with them. Juan says Cook Islands need a try and a goal to level it up. One thing I really don't need is Golden Point, because there's a build, like this building that I live in is having an event today, and it started at 5. I do not need to be any later to it than I'm already going to be. But then again, it'd be sick. It would kind of be sick. ReactBot, are we heading to Golden Point?
Extra time, mate. Someone's gotta lose.
They do. That's true. ReactBot, are you glad I'm on Bloke in a Bar again?
Fair dinkum, you're back on the terps. Good on ya.
That's my man. That's my homie right there. Let's go. Yes, I know, Rex. I know I'm almost an hour late, but what was I going to do? I was not going to, you know, cancel this stream. Bruh, it's International Rugby League, man. Okay. Kuran says, I don't speak that language. I don't actually know what language that is. It looks like a Pacific language, though. Okay, on the 4th, 3.5 minutes left to go. They're on about the halfway line. Cassius Cowley gives it out now to Putoko. Back inside, tackled there by Cooper Bai and Liam Horn. Okay, Tiger. ReactBot, should you be on Bloke in a Bar?
Block that bloke, not the bar.
Oh,
Yargala.
Jesus. Apparently not, then. What's this? Knock on Cook Islands. Yeah, and it's not ruled play on. It's not ruled play on. So the PNG team who are running away there through Zach Leibert, they do come back for a change over. Valentine says, how's Cooper Bai doing? He hasn't stood out as such to me, but I need to look at the stats after the game. I do struggle as the game is happening to really analyze individual performances, I say. Fiji Pigeon. I mean, I do want to know what he says, to be fair. What he said. Koran. Does Google Translate have Fiji Pigeon? So 3 minutes 40 left to go. It's close. 6 points in it. Still time, but Cook Islands need to make sure that PNG don't advance the ball too far down their end here. It's been identified as Hakka Chin, but then it doesn't translate into English anyway. So, I don't know. Alright, on the 4th here. Bai is tackled. Ipape's in a dummy half. One more to go in the set now. Ipape gives it out to Lamb. Will he just put a kick up? He won't. He'll go through the hands. Leibert with it. Skips outside his opposite number. Gets a beautiful offload away, but it beats Derby. It beats Derby. The Cowboys combination not linking up there. Lendok says, I need a field goal. That would have put it to bed, in fairness. That would have put it to bed. Why did Cook Islands knock on? They were just, trying, basically. Trying to find a way to possibly score. Danny, thank you for the follow. Yeah, why did the views go up at the end of the games? End of the games. Anyway, I'm glad you're all here. If you don't already know, we're trying to hit 10k subscribers by the end of the year. We're going to be cutting it close. But we're making great ground. So if you're not already subscribed on YouTube, please do. We've just crossed 9,200. 800 more to go. 800 more to go. We'll see how we go. But yes, please subscribe if you haven't already. I haven't said that in a few videos, to be fair. Alrighty. Pedersen Rabadi out to find Masters. Now, Cassius Cowley finds Iro, tries to step back inside Nene McDonald. No opportunity there. This could be the last full set that they have. I think it will be, in fact, on the 4th. A 6 again would be magical for them here. Now, Putoko skips through the middle, but no support there around the 40. Couldn't get an offload. Lendok says, you got 0.2k so quickly after the first bloke in a bar. I think we won't see the same jump with the second one, but maybe, hopefully. Voro's got the ball now. 1:44 left. He's tackled 25 out from his own line. So PNG with the ball. Cook Islands will get the ball back. That's the benefit of having lost the ball there. But the territory is not there at all. Looks like PNG will be able to see this one through. 1:27 left to go. Could be PNG time. That's game, says Rex. I think it could be. Barring an error or a penalty or something like that. The Cook Islands need something to go their way. Horn, that's a good run from the Castleford Tiger. Landok says, come on, Cook, you need to cook. They have cooked. I want to give them so much credit for this. Getting within 6 of Papua New Guinea and Papua New Guinea is sick. But anyway. That's true, Egg. That showing the amount of people that haven't subscribed is the meta. I'm not that much of a YouTuber yet, though. Maybe. Maybe. Kicking behind from Nene. Is it going to go dead? Yes, Ioka, he had to let it go. 20-meter restart. No, they're saying dropout. That's what the touch judges signaled there. I definitely don't think he touched it. George, I used to. I do not now. The clock has stopped, so they're going to review this. I think they'll rule a 20-meter restart, but there's only 40 seconds left here anyway. Yeah, they're marching it out to the 20. It is 7 tackles, Rex, but they're not going to have enough time to get through those 7 tackles anyway. So they're still reviewing this. Yeah, I don't think that the Cook Islands have touched that, personally. Lorenzo says, instead of have your say, put your live sub count and follow count. I could do that. That would actually be like a very streamer thing to do. But I don't know. Can you guys not... Like, you can already see that. So... I should probably put it somewhere. Like, I know Hainsey has like a moving message at the bottom of the screen. I haven't gone quite that far. Oh yeah, Netherlands versus Serbia. Sorry, I can see on YouTube. There's a stream. 2:20 a.m. I don't think I can. Now that I know I'm getting the bus to City tomorrow, I don't know if I can. I think I might have to sit that one out, boys. But anyway. So Cook Islands do get it back. 35 seconds left to go here. They need something. They need to be spreading it around. Give it to KL. He's the danger man. He is the danger man. The wig. It's the ball up. My man. Mason Teague out of dummy half. Gives it now to Pedersen Rabati. This is the last we'll see of the Cook Islands. If they can't manage to fashion a win out of this somehow. Penalty. Penalty. 13 seconds left to go. Sin bin. Yellow line. Yellow line. Bang. Okay. One play to beat them all. The game comes down to one last play. There's 71 people watching this. They're going to go a long distance kick as long as they possibly can. They only get about... Geez, they get 10 meters. That was nothing. Hail Mary time. Ioka to Masters. Out the back to find... Oh, what? Why are we looking at Jason Demetrio? What the hell? Okay. Terrible camera work. Intercepted by Voro, and he'll go the length. Listen to that crowd now. Listen to that crowd now. Papua New Guinea. Voro gets it. The intercept. We thought Cook Islands might pull one out there. They couldn't. Try time Papua New Guinea, and they are going to hit 40. They get a hit 40. That was a test match, boys and girls. That was unreal. What a game. That was so entertaining. That was sick. Voro, Papua New Guinea. They've got a new hero now. They've got a new hero now. The legends have come and gone. You've had your David Mead. You've had your Justin Ollams. And I just get a feeling about this young kid. Voro. He's got something about him. He's got something about him. I'm just saying. Great work. So glad I got to see Jason Demetrio randomly there as the Cook Islands were throwing it around, desperately trying to score. That was like watching the Formula 1 randomly cutting to a girlfriend on the screen. Damn. Voro on test debut. That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. Bang. Alrighty. Papua New Guinea. I forgot to play the soundbite. Bang. Okay. Will they take the kick? Will they elect for it? 38-28. I mean, they almost certainly will. They are going to. I've had a whistle. No, there's full time, so they're not going to... Oh, no, they have kicked it. They have kicked it. We just didn't see it. 40 points. They get in the end. Let's see. Watch Voro here. They're passing it back in field. Ioka. Flick out the back. Bang. Intercept. Good. Bye. Length of the field. It's not, to be fair. It's from the halfway line. But anyway. Let me indulge. Let me indulge. Alrighty. Play the song. I'll have to play the song, won't I? I will have to play the song. I didn't have the anthem ready to go, actually. That's on me. So, we will leave it there. Because I've got places to be. I got places to be. Bro, now that I'm like a big, big time streamer and that, I got places to be. But tune in midnight tonight, New South Wales time, for the Ashes. We'll have about half an hour of just chatting, and then we'll get into the game. Tomorrow, Tonga, Samoa. If there's any place for you to watch that, it is here. I assure you, I promise you, there is no one who's streaming that game that cares more about it than me. It's my favorite fixture of the year. It is everything to me. I'm gonna be so hyped for it. Bro, seeing the Siva Tau versus the Sippy Tau early on, man. Alrighty. But we will leave it there. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll roll the Papua New Guinea anthem, and I will talk to you all later. Where's the anthem? Is it? Oh, there we go.